What's up everyone, Gids here for another Summoners War Chronicles video, and today we're gonna go through the January upcoming updates notice that has been posted yesterday. So for the people that have not yet seen this one and have not seen the 2024 roadmap for Summoners War Chronicles, this is going to be very useful, and let's just talk about the important points that we're going to see this January, because it's actually, we're like 2 weeks in January already. Like, man, time flies by so fast. But anyways, let's go. Okay, so first new thing here, 2 new transformations. So transformations are the ones that you use transformation potions on. They also give additional stats for your characters. I haven't really actually done much with my transformations, but they also give a lot of bonuses. Like for this one, we have the Water Sky Dancer transformation and Fire Beetle Knight transformation that helps increase gathering and mining speed. Okay, so this is for your AFK and gathering and mining stuff. Next up, we have legendary artifact pickup for Vampire Hunter for each attribute, which is really good because, well, that's for me because I have Espino, and Espino is still a very good monster for me, which means Fairy Queen artifacts will be out of the rotation for artifact summon. So if you're still trying to look for those artifacts, legendary artifacts for your Fairy Queens, then you should be summoning right now. Well, I don't know when this update will come, but yeah. So yeah, for the new legendary artifact pickup, this will be in around 8 days more. So no need to worry, but if you're trying to summon for artifacts, legendary artifacts for the Fairy Queens, then this is a good time to do so. You have 8 days, so just keep that in mind before they get out of the banners, okay? Next thing, we have new transmogrifications. This one's really cool for the Archangels. Sadly, Light Archangel, not that good. Dark Archangel, not that good. Ariel though, the Water Archangel, is pretty good. I've been seeing some uses for the Wind one as well, which is usually with Assassins or the Beast Riders in siege defenses. So could be a good purchase for the people that's looking to get a really cool skin right here. Next up, for the Summoner's Pass. If you've been purchasing Summoner's Pass last year, you know that they are featuring monsters every month. But this time, you get a 5-star selection coupon. Okay, so the limitation is that it can only be Fire, Water, and Wind monster. But it's still pretty good because you get to choose monsters that you either don't have yet or monsters that you want to be Awakened 15. Okay, so this applies to monsters released 3 months ago or later. I think Phoenix is already selectable on the monster selection ticket. I think you'll also be able to get two selection tickets from the Summoner's Pass. So I think Summoner's Pass is really worth if you're still paying for that item. Okay. Next up, we have the new Summoner Heath right here, Assassin type monster, which looks actually really cool. Right, this guy looks amazing. I might build him. I like using assassin units right now, because a lot of the assassin monsters have been buffed with the new artifact, but I'm not sure how that's gonna play with the new summoner. Let's see how he plays. Of course, we're gonna have to test him out. Pretty sure this guy's gonna be OP like for first 2 months of release, and they're not even probably gonna touch him. Just like with Soleta when she got released and everyone just switched over to Soleta. But we'll see if there's gonna be something like that as well for this guy. But again, he looks pretty good, right? He looks pretty good. Single target, high DPS summoner. So yeah, if you want to unleash a lot of damage towards Kina players at the back, support units at the back, or DPS units at the back, then this is probably your guy. Next up, okay, this one's pretty good. Maximum level for both summoners and monsters will be expanded to level 90. So right now, I'm 875k power, but with this, I'm for sure going to hit 900k pretty soon. And I'll be making a video on 875k very soon for the builds, and of course, another one once we hit level 90 on everything. So this one's pretty good, pretty strong. Of course, if we already have our level 5 Transcendence for summoners, we don't need additional materials to unlock the next maximum level, so that's pretty good. And for our monsters, you can unlock the maximum level by Rainbow Mons and Breath of Souls again. So if you have a lot of those that are just sitting around, then good for you. You'll be able to get your monsters to level 90 quickly. And then we also have 3 new dungeons and a new field will be added to the Sierra region. Let's see if there's gonna be additional main quest on this one, but it says new area exploration quest. Oh, and story. Okay, that's pretty cool. And with the addition of a new summoner, of course, we're gonna get a lot of resources again because we're gonna get a lot of the area exploration rewards from the new summoner, and this one's gonna add to that. So imagine all story quests will now be ×5. New area exploration quest will be ×5 now. So yeah, that's good. Next thing that we have here is the Fairy King. So what does it look like? Oh, actually looks pretty good. Looks pretty cool here. Let's take a look at the skills. Fairy King will be a mage type monster, consumes its HP to deal a powerful single attack, and uses a link skill to an airborne target. Ah, okay. So might be a good one. Might be a good one combined with monsters that have knock up or airborne. Wait, what are airborne? Oh well, airborne is what's this? Skills from the pandas, beetle knights, right? I think chimeras as well have airbornes, so it could be pretty good. Also with cleave, so this might be a good monster combined with cleave. Okay, so we'll see. But he looks pretty similar to his Summoner's War Sky Arena counterpart so far. Next up, Water Fairy King, mage type monster. Okay, self revive again, similar to Sky Arena. And it can use a more powerful AoE attack after reviving and reset all its skill cooldown. All its skill cooldown or enemy skill cooldown? That's what we don't know right here. But yeah, it's pretty similar to his Sky Arena counterpart. So pretty exciting. Might be interesting to actually build these guys so far. A Wind Fairy King support type monster. Okay, similar to Sky Arena again. So they're not deviating that much with Sky Arena so far. It reduces skill cooldown of team members greatly. Okay. And increases the target skill cooldown. Okay, so it's basically mini frigate, probably. Okay, support type monster, which makes sense. Alright. Next we have Light Fairy King. Archer type. Ooh, archer type monster. This could be really good if I actually get it. Removes the target's beneficial effects. Okay, so this guy already has a strip, which means he could be actually very usable. Uses invincibility under certain circumstances. We don't know what the certain circumstances are, but invincibility is pretty good. It's a survivability ability that is going to be very, very useful on an archer type monster. I'm not sure if it's gonna be really, really good though against, of course, Beast Riders, because Beast Riders are still wreaking a havoc. Actually, Water Fairy King has a self-revive, which could be really good against Beast Riders, but I think Beast Riders are still gonna mow them down. But we'll see, right? And reduces the skill cooldown of team members. Oh, that's a lot of stuff on this guy. It's kind of a support. Yeah, support DPS probably. So reduces skill cooldown of team members and also strips. So yeah, he looks pretty good. Light one looks pretty good. I want one. Please give me one. Please give me one. Okay. Next up, Dark Fairy King, an archer type. So archer type again. Reduces its skill cooldown upon using weak point attack. Okay, we're getting another monster that has weak point attack. So it's no longer just the magical archers and who was that again? Assassin from One Punch Man. It can steal the target's beneficial effect and deal damage that ignores beneficial effects upon stealing. Oh man, this looks really, really good and very, very strong, man. This guy looks very, very strong. It's like a combination of magical archers plus Wunsa, no? Magical archer plus Wunsa. When it's provoked, it increases its attack speed and count. Yo! Oh my god, this guy looks pretty good. With a lot of monsters having provoke, especially paladins right now, it increases its own attack speed when it gets provoked. That seems really good, no? Okay, we have to look out for this guy. Also, with weak point attack, it could be a very, very good counter against Luis right now. That is a monster that I hate so much facing in Brawl at the moment. So yeah. Okay. Light Dark, really, really good. Really solid monsters here. I won't be surprised if they're actually gonna be picked a lot when it comes to Brawl, but we'll see, right? We'll see once they get released, numbers get shown up. So yeah. Looks very strong. Okay. I might actually be summoning for them then. But priority would probably be the water one, since it's the one that makes kind of the most sense to have. Next thing that we have here is hard levels for Path of Growth. So we will now have up to level 5 for Path of Growth. So let's see how hard it's gonna be. Hopefully it's not just, well, I want it to be just perna spam again so that I don't have to build monsters and be lazy, but we'll see what kinds of things they are going to be implementing here, because again, this is going to be the farming part or grindy part of the game, because this is where we're gonna be getting runes. And the thing here is that they're also introducing mythic runes now, which will have 5 sub properties instead of 4, which is really good, especially for PvP, because the 5th sub property is going to be for PvP. Alright? And then we're also gonna have unappraised runes. Okay. Unappraised. Oh, so this means you can sell runes probably, because they become account bound upon appraisal. Yeah. Runes are gonna be sellable. Yeah. You can list them on an exchange center. Okay. Okay, so for the people looking for Rahilds, this is a way for you guys to farm it now. Okay, that's interesting. So for the lazy people out there that has a lot of Rahilds, then you can just use Exchange Center, huh? Okay, cool. We're also gonna have difficulty levels introduced. Okay, so they're upping difficulty levels for expeditions and special expeditions. These things are not really that useful anymore since almost everyone has max skill points already. So yeah. So in this enhanced difficulty, you can earn conversion stones, which can be used to change. Oh, this is good. Conversion stones. It helps you change the sub properties of runes. So any trash rune that you actually have at the moment that rolled S5 or S4 on a random flat HP, flat defense, flat attack, evasion, or whatever, you can now change it up to maybe a crit damage, HP, defense, crit rate, or speed, or whatever stat that you actually need for the monster. So this is really good. Conversion stone can be used to randomly change one of the sub properties of a enhancement level 12 plus rune. Okay, so that makes sense. So it's for a 12 plus rune. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of min-maxing happening here again. And of course, if you have a lot of energy stored up, then this would be a really good place to actually consume all of the energy that you have. Okay, well, not this one, but you're gonna have to start with mythic runes first. And then once you've gone into enhancing, then you start farming the new expeditions. Okay, well, special expeditions are weekly. So yeah, you can just farm it weekly, right? Next up, we got new transmogs. So transmogs for Silk, Harp Magician, and Beetle Knight. Ooh, this Beetle Knight looks cute. Hope it's free. I don't think it's free. Definitely not free. Harp Magician as well. Definitely not free. New mode will be introduced to the battlefield. No one really cares about battlefield though. Galagos will undergo a revamp. Okay. It will be split into 2 areas. Basic area and ranking area. Okay? 2 areas. Basic area remains the same as pre-revamp Galagos with identical rewards and playtime. Okay, so we can just do our usual Galagos with basic area. And then we have the ranking area. Ranking area offers endless challenges, and your season ranking will be determined based on the level you achieve by the season's end. Ah, cool. Quick battles will be introduced and artifacts will receive significant updates. The sources for acquiring artifacts of various rarities will be limited, so it's advisable to choose them wisely. Okay, cool. Okay, I mean, I don't know what the rewards are going to be, but hopefully it's going to be good, or it's going to be a level up from what we had from the previous Galagos, but we still have the previous Galagos. So this basically means a new feature or new content that we can get more rewards on. We're introducing a temporary artifact. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of artifacts right now, and you might run out of slots, but for me, I've just been combining everything. I've just been very, very desperate for all the legendary artifacts, especially Vampire Hunters and Monkey King artifacts, because I want to power up my Espino legendary artifact and my Monkey King legendary artifact. So yeah, hopefully I get lucky with that. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the January updates, and there's a lot of juicy good stuff right here. So let me know in the comments below what you are excited for January. For me, for sure, it's gonna be the new Mythic Runes and the new Summoner for sure. So yeah, like the video if it's helpful, subscribe if you haven't yet, and see you again next time. Bye-bye.